process? Reversible, right? So they are asking about the reversible value. Okay, so in irreversible, yes, so we are going to see the solution of chemistry questions UT4, right? So the 51 question, first question of the chemistry portion and 51 question of your question paper, right? UT4. So the work done during the expansion. By the way, work done formula is same. Work done minus P into delta V, or I can say V2 minus V1. So minus P, pressure is 3 atm, and V2 it is 6 decimeter cube minus 4 decimeter cube. Let me tell you what is the meaning by decimeter cube. If I'm telling about 6 decimeter cube, suppose 6 decimeter cube. So what is meaning by it is, so I can write 1 decimeter into 1 decimeter into 1 decimeter, right? Decimeter cube can be written as 1 decimeter to 1 decimeter to 1 decimeter, right? What is the meaning by deci? Deci centimilli, deci that means 10 to the power minus 1. 6 into 1 into 10 to the power minus 1. In place of deci, I'm writing 10 to the power minus 1 meter. 10 to the power minus 1 meter. 10 to the power minus 1 meter. It is 6 into 10 to the power minus 1, 10 to the power minus 1, 10 to the power minus, it is 10 to the power minus 3. Meter, 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 it is meter cube. First of all, I have converted decimeter cube to meter cube. Now, meter cube. My dear friends, I can write in this way. And 1 meter cube, it is nothing, by the way, it is 1000 liter. 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter. How you will be able to remember? If you are having a tank at your roof, having 1 meter length, 1 meter breadth, 1 meter height, it is about your water tank. So you will be able to fill 1000 liter water in that water tank. So 6 into 10 to the power minus 3 plus 3, 0 liter. So 6 into 1, that is 6 liter. So 6 decimeter cube is equal to 6 liter. I can say 1 decimeter cube, it is nothing, it is equal to 1 liter actually. So 6 decimeter cube or 6 liter, 4 decimeter cube or 4 liter. So same thing, right? Decimeter cube or liter, same thing. 6 minus 4, it is 2. So minus 6. It is liter, it is in liter, it is in atm. So liter atm. And we know that 1 liter atm is equal to 101.325 joule. So I'm going to put here, you will get 607 or 8 approximately answer. It will be in minus, right? Minus. 52nd question. Isothermal process, right? If it is isothermal process now, so delta T will be equal to 0. So we know that delta E or delta U is equal to CV dt. So CV or CV dt or CV delta T, right? So CV into 0, so 0. Delta E or delta U is equal to 0, right? Now, he's talking about Q also, heat also. We know that delta U is equal to Q plus W. Delta U is 0, it is equal to Q plus W. So, you know, actually your Q is equal to minus W. What will be the work done? Its negative value, right? This magnitude will be same but with negative sign. That will be the value of Q. That means Q is not equal to 0. It is the negative of your work done value, right? So Q is not equal to 0 while delta E or delta U is equal to 0. It cannot be possible that there will be no work done. Work done तो होगा ही थोड़ा बहुत, जितना भी होगा, ऐसा तो नहीं मतलब possible ही ना हो work done, ऐसा नहीं है. 53 और कुछ वर्क डन हुआ तो इसका मतलब थोड़ा सा हीट भी है, उसका नेगेटिव वैल्यू. Now it is very good question. For a reaction A gives B, A gives B, B gives C. It is the delta H is equal to plus 24 kilojoule per mole. By the way, it is plus 24 joule energy is being provided. That is, it is endothermic reaction. And delta H is equal to minus 18 kilojoule per mole. That means this energy is going to be, this amount of energy is going to be released from it. Is exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction. endothermic reaction. Now, I'm going to consider from my side, that suppose it's having 10 unit of energy, 10 joule energy, right? It is having 10 joule of energy. And obviously, if I'm going to proceed this reaction, I will have to provide 24 joule energy from my side, right? How it can be possible? It can be possible only when your product is having 24 joule more energy as compared to your reactant. That means the energy of your product, it is approximately 34 joule. 34 joule. The energy of your product, it is 34 joule. Right? So I have written here. So the amount of energy of B, if the amount of energy of A is 10, amount of energy of B will be 34. So it is 34. Now you see that the minus 18, that means the 18 kilojoule or 18 joule, 18 unit energy is going to be removed. It is going to be released, right? So that means your product is having less energy. That's why the extra amount of energy is going to be released. Now. So 34 minus 18, that means 14 minus 8, 6, 3, 2 minus 1, 16. 16 is the energy of your product C. That's why the extra amount of energy, that is 18, has going to be removed here. Here you have to, from low to higher. So you will have to provide the energy from higher to low. So energy will be released. Now you can arrange the order. The highest amount of energy is having B. B is having 34. Then C, it is having 16. Then A, it is having only 10 unit energy. It is the order of their energy. He's asking decreasing or increasing? Decreasing, right? So now you can see. That was about question number 53. Now question number 54. An ideal gas expands the volume from 10 to power. It is V1. It is 10 to power minus 3. It is 0.001 meter cube. 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter. Na? So 0.001 into 1000, it will be 1 liter by the way. 1000 into 0.001, it will be 1 liter. V2. 10 to power minus 2 meter cube. 10 to power minus 2 into 10 to power 3 liter, it will be 10 liter. So the work done, minus P delta V, or I can say that V2 minus V1 minus P. It is 10 to power 5 Newton per meter square, and 1 bar is equal to 10 to power 5 Newton meter square. So I can write 1 bar here. So in place of P, that is 10 to power 5 Newton per meter square is given to you, I can put here 1 bar, because 1 bar is equal to 10 to power 5 Newton per meter square. 10 minus 1. So it was in bar, it was in liter. So I can say 10 minus 1, 9, 9 into 1 minus 9 liter bar. And 1 liter bar is nothing, it is equal to 100 joule. So minus 9 into 100 joule, it is equal to minus 900 joule. That is question number 54. Now question number 55. Okay. Consider a reaction at 300 Kelvin. There is benzene. This is the combustion reaction of benzene, right? So C6H6 plus 15 by 2 O2, it gives 6 CO2 plus 3 H2O. Delta H is given as minus 3271 kilojoule, right? What is delta U? We'll have to find the delta U. Okay, by the way, delta U is equal to delta H minus T delta, right? NGRT. Okay, delta U is equal to delta H minus NGRT. Delta H, it is minus 3271, it is kilojoule, right? Minus NG, the change in the number of moles, gaseous moles, right? It is 6, it is gas, it is liquid, it is gas, it is liquid. You will not consider moles of the liquids, gas. There are 6 moles, 15 by 2, that is 7 by 2. 15 by 2, that means 7.5. So 6 minus 7.5 to minus 1.5. So minus 1.5 mole. Now you can say minus 3 by 2 mole. R 8.314. Temperature, it is 27 degrees Celsius to 300. It is in joule because the R value of R that you have taken, it is in joule. If it is given in the kilojoule and it will be in the joule, so you will have to convert it into kilojoule. You will divide it by 1000. You will get the value of delta U. You will get the value of delta U. Okay. It is, I'm not going to calculate here, minus 3267. It is delta U, value of delta U. Now he's not asking for 1 mole. It is for 1 mole of benzene. You can see 66S6. Stoichiometric constant is 1 of benzene. So it is for 1 mole. Is the value of delta U, internal energy, for 1 mole. He's asking what is the delta U for a combustion of 1.5 mole. So now for 1.45 mole, now you will multiply. It is for 1 mole. Because the equation, it is written for 1 mole of benzene. If you want to find the value of delta U for 1.45 mole, you will multiply it by 1.5. Question number 56. The work done in UGS for reversible expansion, 1 mole of an ideal gas from volume, V2 is 20 liter, V1 is from 10 liter, right? So work done is equal to minus 2.303 and RT log V2 upon V1. So minus 2.303. N is the number of moles, is saying that 1 mole. R, it is 8.314 joule. It will be in joule. So 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power 7 erg. So now it is 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power 7 erg. The amount of work done that you will be having, it will be in joule. So for converting that joule into erg, you will have to multiply by 10 to the power 7 because 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power 7 erg. Okay. Then temperature, it is 298. Then log V2, it is 20 liter, V1 is 10 liter. Is this clear? Now you can check the option. Second option, I think 298 is there. In the second option, 10 to the power 7. It looks like 107, but it's 10 to the power 7. 8.31 is there. 2.303 is there. Minus sign is there, and log 2 is there. It will be log 2 now. So second option. 57th question. What is the value of delta U or delta E? Delta E or delta U, both are the same thing, change in internal energy, right? So there is an equation given to us, C2H4 plus HCl, it is C2H5Cl, right? So delta H is given to you, minus 72.3 kilojoule per mole, right? So delta U or delta E is equal to delta H minus nRT, right? Delta Ng RT. So delta H minus 72.3 kilojoule minus delta Ng, C2H5Cl gas. So it is 1 mole, 1 mole, 1 minus 2 mole. Delta Ng, number of gaseous moles you will consider. It is in gas, it is in gas, it is in gas. So 1 minus 2, it will be minus 1. R, it is 8.314. It we will have to take in kilojoule. So we will divide by 1000. And T, temperature, because it is in kilojoule, temperature, it is 300 Kelvin. You will get the value of delta U, right? You will get the value of delta U for 1 mole of C2H4 and 1 mole of HCl. Now he is saying that not 1 mole, exactly 1 mole is not reacting. 98 gram of this C2H4 and 109.5 gram of HCl is being reacted. Now you see 1 mole of this is reacting with 1 mole of this. 2 mole of ethyne will react with 2 mole of HCl. 3 mole of ethyne will react with 3 mole of HCl. It is like that. So obviously the one will be low in amount, low in the number of moles. That will be the limiting reagent. So limiting reagent will decide the amount of product. So we will have to decide the value of delta U according to the limiting reagent. Now you will see it is, if you divide this 98 by the molecular mass of this C2H4, 12 2s are 24, 28. It will be, higher than 3. But if you divide by the molecular mass of 36.5, so it will be equal to 3 exactly. That means this, its number of moles are lower, it will be a limiting reagent. So HCl, there are 3 moles, so it is the number of moles. So the answer that you will get, multiply that answer by 3, because that answer that you will be having, it will be for 1 mole, because the equation is written for 1 mole of C2H4, 1 mole of HCl. But he want what will be the amount of delta U when 3 moles of HCl are going to react with 3 moles of C2H4 completely. Yes, the moles of C2H4 will be more than 3, but doesn't matter, because limiting reagent having 3 mole. So you will multiply by 3 your answer, that you will get the right answer for 56th question. Now 50, that was a 57 now. Now 58th question. 2HGO solid is being converted into 2HG liquid plus O2 gas. We will have to tell about delta H, we will have to tell about delta S. First of all, you will see that on the left hand side there is solid and on the right hand side there is gas. So obviously the randomness is going to be increased, because the molecules of gas are more random, are having misarrangement as compared to the molecule of solid. So change in entropy is going to be increased, so it is more than 0 or it is positive. If I'm talking about the enthalpy change, you will see that you are going to melt something, right? Suppose I'm having this pen, it is in solid form, and I want to convert this pen into liquid. So I will have to provide the energy. I will have to provide energy from my side. Energy is not going to be released. I will have to provide energy from my side. So it is endothermic process. Same thing is happening here. It is solid and you are going to convert it into liquid or gas. So that means you will have to provide the energy. You will have to break the interaction between the solids. So for breaking the interaction between the solid molecules, you will have to provide the energy. So that means it will be a endothermic reaction. The delta H will be positive. Delta H will be more than 0. Question number 59. Predict which of the following reaction has a positive entropy change. There are Ag plus Cl minus gives AgCl. It is aqueous. It is solid. NH4Cl solid. NH3 gas plus HCl gas. 2NH3 gas is N2 gas plus 3H2 gas. If you see aqueous, and now it is solid, so obviously there is no increasement in the entropy. We can say there is a decreasement in the entropy, we can say, because what is the meaning by aqueous? That means Ag plus ion are present in the water, so they can move, but in the solid form obviously there will be no movement, it will be restricted. Ag ion will be restricted, so there is a decreasement in the entropy change. He is asking about the increasement. Solid on the left hand side and gas on the right hand side, there is an increasement in entropy, so entropy change is positive. 2 moles on the left hand side which are present in the gaseous state, 2 mole on the left hand side, 3 gaseous state, 1 gaseous, that means 4 mole of gaseous state. So the molecules are going to be increased, so obviously it is having positive entropy change. 59. Now about 60th. Match column 1 with match column 2. So adiabatic Q will be equal to 0. Isothermal delta T will be 0. Isothalpic delta S will be 0. Isentropic delta S will be 0. Entropy change will be 0, right? I'm not going to solve this question. Theoretical question, very easy. Previous year question, I think it is 61. Question number 61. PbO2 plus Pb gives 2PbO. Delta G node is less than 0. SnO2 plus Sn gives 2SnO. Delta G is greater than 0. There are some questions, right? Okay, the delta G value is provided. What is the information that we are going to have with the help of delta G value? If delta G is negative, that means it is less than 0. So obviously the reaction is possible in the forward direction. If it is positive, that means it is more than 0. So the reaction is not possible in the forward direction. It is more favorable in the backward direction. Now, delta G is less than 0. Delta G is less than 0. That means it is negative. If it is negative now, if it is negative, so that means it is possible in the backward direction. If it is negative, it is possible in the backward direction. That means PB is, sorry, it is negative. Sorry, it is negative now. 1 second, please. My mistake, right? If delta G is negative, so it is possible in the forward direction. That means +2 is the favorable for PB. For in the forward direction there is PBO, so in PBO there is +2 oxidation. Delta G is negative, so it will be favorable in the forward direction. Forward direction, that means PBO, that means +2. PB, oxidation state of PB and PBO, it is +2. Delta G is greater than 0. That means it is not favorable in the forward direction. It is favorable in the backward direction, and Sn is having +4 oxidation state in the backward direction. So Sn can have +4 oxidation state. Question number 61, now 62. What is the value of delta G? Delta S is given to you, Delta S is given as -0.1. Delta G node. And delta H is given also. टेम्परेचर नहीं दिया क्या? हाँ, टेम्परेचर भी दिया है जी, देखो 298 केल्विन. So we know that delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta H. Delta H minus 298.29.8 minus T is 298. Delta S is 0.1. Right? It is minus now. Delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S, and it is also having minus sign. So because of this minus now, it was already minus. Because of it is also minus, it will be converted to plus. 0. 62, right? Now question number 63. For a system in equilibrium, delta G is 0 under the condition. Listen, the Gibbs free energy change, if it is considered to be 0 for equilibrium, if it is considered that delta G is less than 0, so it will be favorable in the forward direction, irreversible. And if delta G is more than 0, it will be favorable in the backward direction. All these information, it is considered to be at constant temperature and pressure. Question number 62. Now 63, right? Constant temperature and pressure, obviously. Question number 64, right? So they are asking about delta S. Delta H is given. Delta S is given. Temperature it is given. Kelvin, right? And we know that delta G is being asked. Delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. T, temperature. You will get the value simply. In calorie answer will be there, because this thing is given in the calorie. And delta S is also given in the calorie, Kelvin small inverse. 64, right? Now question number 65. in reversible process. Reversible, right? So they are asking about the reversible value. Okay. So in irreversible, they suppose they are asking the reversible, they are asking about equilibrium. So the value of delta S or delta G will be equal to 0. Okay, if they are asking for this. If they are asking entropy change, right? So generally it is given as if suppose irreversible process now. So delta S must be greater than reversible. That means delta S must be less than total. Delta S total. That means system plus surrounding. And if it is equilibrium, so delta S must be equal to 0. Now you can get the difference answer in the answer sheet. So we will correct that. Okay. Question number 65, 66. Phase transition. If the phase is being transition from H2O solid to H2O liquid, from H2O liquid to H2O gas, or vice versa. Generally here temperature will be same. If temperature is same, so delta H is equal to CPDT, delta U or delta V is equal to CVDT. So actually because of delta T is equal to 0 or dt is equal to 0, the value of delta H and delta U is equal to 0 at constant temperature, isothermal or constant temperature, right? But in case of phase transition, there is a change in the internal energy as a form of latent heat. So that's why there will be a change in the value of delta H as well as delta U. Delta H and delta U will not be 0 in case of phase transition. The energy will be changed because the energy will be absorbed or in the form of latent heat. So there will be a change in the internal energy, total energy, right? It is like that. Question number 66 it is. Now 67, right? Done. 67. कौन सा question? 66. Now 67, the same thing. He's asking about this, he's asking about H2O liquid to H2O gas, and he want to know about delta S and delta G. Delta S and delta G. So it is at equilibrium. For equilibrium, delta G is equal to 0. I have told you. Liquid to gas, so obviously there will be an increasement in the entropy, so plus or greater than 0. That was the question number 67. Now 68. CO2, and we are adding some graphite and it is being converted into CO. You will have to remember the equation. CO2 plus C gives 2CO. Balanced, right? Now balanced. It is in the gaseous form. Obviously, carbon graphite you will take in solid. It is gas. Initially, there was a 0.5 atm pressure, and now sum of CO2 is converted into CO on addition. Now, if the total pressure at equilibrium, it is 0.8 atm. Find the value of Kp. So some amount of pressure is going to be released from here, and obviously 2p is going to be formed here. So total pressure, it is given as equal to, it will be given as 0.5 minus p plus 2p, total pressure. So it will be 0.5 plus p, and my dear friends, it is given as 0.8 atm. 0.8 atm na, hanji, 0.8 atm. So your pressure will be equal to 0.8 minus 0.3, it will be 0.8 minus 0.5, it will be 0.3 atm. Now it is P is equal to 0.3 and the pressure of CO is 2P. So 2 into 0.3, it is 0.6 atm. P is 0.3, 0.5 minus 0.3, it is 0.2 atm. Now we know the value of Kp is equal to pressure of CO square, because the stoichiometric constant is 2. Now this will not be having, it will not be involved in the Kp or Kc, it is solid or pure solid or pure liquid form are not being involved in the expression of Kp or Kc. Now it will be there. Pressure of CO2, right? Pressure of CO square, pressure of CO it is 0.6. So 0.6 into 0.6, and pressure of CO2 it is 0.2, 1.8. So that was 68. Now 16, 70. Question number 70. NH4HS solid is being converted into NH3 gas plus H2S gas, right? So 100 atm pressure is given at equilibrium. So at equilibrium, obviously there will be pressure that will be generated from NH3 gas and H2S gas. Obviously solid NH4HS is not going to be generate any pressure from its side, solid, right? 100 atm is total pressure. It is having stoichiometric constant 1. It is having 1. So 50 atm pressure from its side and 50 atm pressure from its side. So it is the pressure of H2S at equilibrium. It is the pressure of NH3 at equilibrium. The formula of Kp will be pressure of H2S into pressure of NH3. 50 into 50, 2500 atm. You know, it will be atm square, right? atm square. Question number 71. There is A and B are mixed together to allow to come closer, and 3A plus 4B, it is the equation, and it is going to be formed as 2C plus 3D. All are present in the gaseous form. By the way, 3 mole of this and 4 mole of this are going to be taken, and there is 1 mole of C equilibrium. At equilibrium it is found. So 3 minus 3x, 4 minus 4x, 2x and 3x will be formed. And he's saying that 1 mole of C, that means 2x is equal to 1. So x will be equal to 1 upon 2, that is 0.5. So x is equal to 0.5. So it will be equal to, that means the moles of D at the equilibrium, 0.5 into 3, 1.5. 2 into 0.5, it will be 1. 4 minus 4 into 0.5, 4 5 are 2, 4 minus 2, 2. 3 minus 3 into 1.5, 5 3s are 1.5. So 3 minus 1.5, it will be 1.5. So the value of equilibrium constant will be equal to concentration of C square, concentration of D cube, concentration of A cube, concentration of B to the power 4. Now, concentration of B to the power 4, right? Concentration of C, it is 1. 1 into 1, because 1 is square now, into concentration of D, it is 1.5. So 1.5 का cube हो गया. A, it is 1.5 and it's cube. So 1.5 cube. Concentration of B, it is concentration of B, where is this? It is 2. So 2 to the power 4, 2 to the power 4. It will be cancelled completely. 1 into 1, that means 1 upon 2 to the power 4. I can write 1 upon 2 to the power 4. Which option? C option. That is 71. 72. Which of the following is not physical equilibrium? My dear students, in the physical equilibrium, only states are going to be changed if there is a change in the chemical composition. That means there is a change in the formula of reactant or product. It is not a physical change, it will be a chemical change. For example, you will see ice to water. You will see I2 solid to I2 gas. You will see solid, any solid, suppose he is taken any metal and he is going to convert it into gas, and O2 to O3. You will see the, here it is H2O, here it is H2O, here it is I2, it will be I2, here it is any solid, it will be any solid, suppose iron, right? So the formula is not going to be changed, but here the formula of the molecule is going to be changed now. So O2 is going to be converted into O3. So that is the chemical change. And besides this change, all these first three are the physical changes, right? That is the question number 72. Now, if I'm talking about question number 73, equilibrium constants, right? So CO plus H2O, reversible CO2 plus H2, CH4 plus H2O, CO plus 3H2, CH4 plus 2H2O, CO2 plus 4H2. Now they are having respectively these values. Now, how to predict the answer of such type of questions? I want suppose 4H2. How I can get 4H2? There is 1H2, there is 3H2. So if I'm going to multiply them, K1 and K2, I will get K3. You can see that. If what is the value of K1? K1 is equal to concentration of CO2, concentration of H2 upon what is the value of K2? Concentration CO, concentration H2 thrice upon, right? What is the value of K3? Okay. I'm going to multiply them, K1 into K2. CO cancelled, right? So what will be left at the top? Only CO2 is left, H2 and H to the power 3, so H to the power 4. It is H2, it is H2, so H2O square, it is CH4. Now you'll see CH4, H2O whole square, CO2 and H to the whole power 4. बराबर है K3. (73) question, 73rd question, right? 74th. On doubling pressure and volume, my dear friends, on changing the temperature, only the value of Kp or Kc is going to be changed. On changing pressure and volume, it will not be changed, so it will be unchanged. Question number 71. CO gas plus 0.5 O2 of gas, CO2 gas, right? So Kp is equal to Kc, RT to the power delta Ng is the relation. RT to the power delta Ng, right? What is delta Ng? Number of moles of product 1, number of gases moles of reactant, CO solid gas here. So 0.5 plus 1, 1.5. So minus 0.5, na? Minus 1 by 2, or I can say that 1 upon RT to power 1 by 2. I can say that 1 upon root RT. So it is the value of Kp upon Kc, 1 upon root RT. B option. So we have solved first 25 questions. Okay.